Burned In Teachers, it's Gretchen here of Always a Lesson. I hope you've been enjoying the Always a Burned In Lesson mini-series with Amber and I. This last week we talked about burnout. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my seasons of burnout, and in doing so and sharing that story with you, I realized how many of you are probably experiencing burnout but not recognizing it for what it is, thinking it's just a rough patch, it's going to go away, it's going to get better. But then you might get too far down the road and might end up leaving a career because you got burnt out without having the ability to fix it along the way. So there's 3 things I want to tell you about burnout. Burnout doesn't mean you're a weak person or a teacher. Burnout doesn't mean you weren't meant to teach. And burnout doesn't mean you lost your passion or your talent for all things education. But what it does mean is that there is something that is not working. I like to look at it with this analogy. There is a weed that is growing in your perfectly manicured career field, and you have to get to the root of that weed. And if you don't, it eats away all the good things you have going for you. And you don't want that to happen. You want to be able to put your detective hat on, your detective goggles on, and go figure out where is it coming from. And once you know the what is happening to cause it, then you can begin working on how to fix it. And that's why this group and this podcast series is so powerful, because we're here to help you figure out what are the moments in your career that are causing these seasons of burnout, and what do we need to do to ensure it doesn't continue happening. Because just let you know, I've had multiple seasons of burnout. So just because you've been burnt out once doesn't mean you're in the clear because you fixed it or it got better. It's going to come back, maybe not as powerful as before, but you're going to have to use the tools that you have gained at this first round of detecting your burnout to apply it to the next scenario, so that going forward, you're able to get the signs very quickly and change course if you need to. As you heard with my story, I changed grade levels, I changed districts, I changed school buildings, I changed leadership types. When I figured out what the what was, then I went about attacking the how and make sure that it didn't continue to hurt that fire that's burning inside me to be a great teacher. I wanted that fire to burn, not the burnout kind. So I wanted to again pop in really quickly. One, to say hello. I hope you're enjoying this little mini series, and also remind you that burnout is something that happens to everyone. And again, I'll remind you, it doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're not meant to teach. It doesn't mean you lost your way, whether that's passion or talent. It just means something's not working. So I want you to do your homework. In the comments below, I want you to tell me what are the moments that you have detected are causing burnout, and what you're doing, remember that how, to combat it, to make it go away, to make it better. So if you haven't had a chance to really sit and reflect and think about those moments of burnout, that's your homework. And then pop back in here and share in the comments what you found out and what you're going to do about it. And even if you don't know the how piece yet, ask us. I figured out what is killing my teaching soul. I need help to figure out what I need to do about it, and that's what we're here to do. So in the comments below, let us know what is burning you out and how you plan to fix it. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, great week. Burn on.